I'm not playing with YouTube right now. This retrograde got me effed up. I want to say a couple things because this whole Cardi B situation really got me peeping some stuff that I really don't like about people, and this is why I don't fuck with you fake ass hoes. I don't mess with most people because they're fake. And this Cardi B situation, I feel, at least for me, has really like confirmed something deep like in my being, my core about people. And it really just like makes me not like people, like most people, because what I found in life is I feel like most people, like, they want to see you doing bad. They want to see you doing worse than them so that they can get a shit and a giggle and a laugh off of what you're going through. And that's messed up because, like, I was never one of the people out here that laughed at Cardi B. Like, I would never laugh at somebody's marriage falling apart. But the fact that like so many people are like adamantly happy when people aren't happy just shows like most people's true nature is to want to have you under their thumb, under their feet, doing bad, down bad, not successful, not happy, not healthy. And in the words of DJ Khaled, that's exactly why we're going to be happy. That's exactly why we have to prosper. That's exactly why we have to keep staying in our lane and ignoring people and doing what we got to do, because this is how most people think out here. You see what I'm saying? Most people, they move like this out here. And most people out here, they don't want you to have success in love. They don't want you to have success in anything. And even when I shared what I was sharing on my channel way back then, that was for my profit, first of all. And I knew exactly what I was doing. And that wasn't for nobody to get no giggle off of. That was some real ass shit. You see what I'm saying? And I was speaking for a lot of people with what I went through. And I was sharing something that I wanted to document for me. And then once I was done with it and I didn't feel like, going the extra mile, I deleted all that crap. I scrubbed it from the internet. And it's a shame because like I'm built differently. I don't think like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't look at people and try to compare like success level. I don't look at people and say, "Oh, I hope that they stay where they are and happy. I hope that they stay in the same karmic routine for my satisfaction." I don't think like that. Everybody that like I just don't operate like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't operate from a space of hating on people to make myself feel better. Like I don't do stuff like that. Like I genuinely don't like I don't do stuff like that. And the fact that like people, I feel like we're celebrating that her husband's being unfaithful to her. Like how can you celebrate that? How can you celebrate a spouse disrespecting their spouse? And like low key, high key, like that's how I feel like most people are. I feel like most people are like this. I feel like most people, they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you happy. They want to see your life full of drama. They want to see you on the edge, losing your mind, not prospering. And am I just on a planet like full of haters? Like, am I just living in a world full of people that are toxic like this and are evil like this and are like haters? Like, it's basically someone being a hater. That's basically what it is. Like for me, if I've ever publicly spoken out against somebody or called out somebody, it's because of what they've done was disloyal. Like disloyalty and people lying and people being fraudsters and being fake and phony. Like those are things, like top 5 things that like I will not tolerate. So I'm not just gonna dislike something or dislike somebody for the heck of it. Like I have reasons, you see what I'm saying? But like these people have no reasons to be celebrating the end of someone's marriage. Like Nobody on the internet knows Cardi B and her husband personally. And the fact that people are celebrating that her marriage with her beautiful children, whether you're a Nicki fan or not, I'm a Nicki fan and I'm a Cardi fan. I like both of their music. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a hater like that. I can like Nicki's music and I can like Cardi's music. And the fact that people don't even know her like on a personal level, and they sit there and they watch her cry and they watch her go through abuse and they watch her get cheated on, and they're clapping their hands and kicking their feet and eating their popcorn. That just shows me how people, like, what people's true nature is, you know? Like, there's all these quotes out here that, oh, people's pure nature is being good. I don't believe that. I actually don't think that's true, because from my experience and what I've seen in life, people's true nature is not good. Most people, they have to become good. They have to become pure. They have to become aware of their behavior, aware of how they treat other people. Most people do not have that awareness. So, no, most people are not inherently good. They're not, because if they were, they'd be wanting people to succeed. They'd be wanting relationships to stay together. They'd be wanting people to work out their issues with other people. But no, when they see a couple, they see somebody on the internet that's going through something, they bask in that bullshit. They bask in it. And that's how I feel, low key, high key. That's how I feel. I really feel like that's how most people operate, you know? If you're doing worse than them, if you're beneath them, if you're going through some shit, they love it. They eat it up. Just like the archons do, just like parasites do, just like rats do, they eat it up. But the second that you're happy and you're glowing and you're rich and you're successful and you're getting ish done, crickets. Crickets. And even like in my life, I feel like the love that I have, like the person I am, like in my heart, I'm too pure for this world. I am too pure for this world. I'm just an honest person. Like, if I catch a weird vibe from a person, if I catch some snake oil ass vibe, I'ma call it out. I'ma call it out. And I've actually had people in my life spin spin around and say, "Oh, I don't like that you good. You shouldn't like it, because guess what? If I see the fake in you, if I see the phony in you, if I see the snake oilsman salesman itch in you, if I see that there's something off with you and my spirit don't take you, I'ma call your ass out. I'ma call your ass out. I don't care if I'm calling your ass out with no tears, tears, no tears, straight face, not straight face, hand gestures, not hand, I don't care. Like, if I catch a weird vibe from a person and I don't like how a person's moving, I'm not going to try to like you. I don't like you. And I'm gonna let that be known. Like, end of story. And honestly, yesterday I was steady there sitting there, like peeping people's behavior. You see what I'm saying? Like, analyzing people's behavior, and I'm like, nah, like, most people, bro, they're full of shit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, most people, they're full of shit. They want to see you down bad. Like, real shit. Like, if I see a person that's homeless, or I see somebody that's destitute, or I see somebody having relationship issues and they're crying their eyes out, or they're not crying, or they're just disappointed in a person's behavior, I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to sit there and giggle at it. I'm going to sit there and say, wow, that's fucked up. That person should be better for you. That person should have never tried to play in your face like that. I'm the voice of reason. I am the voice of reason. While from my prognosis and what I see out here, 90% of people will be the exact opposite, and they'll get happy off that. They'll get happy off the fact that somebody's going through shit. Like, that is psychotic behavior. That is psychotic behavior. And in 2024, mark my words, I'm not playing anymore. I feel like I have been more than fair to people. I feel like I have been more than like gracious. That's the word. I've been more than gracious. I've held my tongue. I bit my tongue. That's cool. Got it. Awesome. But moving forward, if I don't like a person, I don't like their energy, I'm not doing no favors for them. I'm not even gonna send them no love, no nothing, because the reality is like real is rare and fake is everywhere. And I just feel like if you're the kind of person that can laugh at someone's misfortune, I don't want you around me. I don't want you around me. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to interact with you because that's crazy to me. I've never done that. I cannot recount not one celebrity, not one person in my personal life. I can't even recount it. There is not one person out here that if something really, really bad is happening to a person, I'm giggling and laughing. Like like behind all that, I genuinely want people to like get along. Behind that, I genuinely want people to have a peaceful, good life. Even people, even celebrities that I think are snakes, even celebrities I think are snakes, I still want them to be the best version of themselves, and I still want them to have a decent quality of life. But no, and this is exactly what I was talking about when Krishan deactivated her Instagram, when people were threatening to put her in jail or whatever, or call CPS on her. I was telling y'all from then that people are haters. I was telling y'all from then, okay? Krishan, when she deactivated her Instagram, was because people were trying to make up things about her to get her in trouble, to make her lose her kid. They were wanting her. They were wanting her to lose her child. That's the real tea. People wanted to see her down bad. And I'm like, what world do I live in where people want to see a mother lose her child? What kind of freaks of nature am I living amongst? So I don't have no other choice, guys. I don't have no other choice but to not give people the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, people have ruined that for me. I can no longer look at somebody and expect somebody to do me right, do themselves right. I can't, I don't, that's that space of grace that I was giving people and giving the world, I no longer have. I don't have it anymore because I realize that most people, they get high off that shit because why? They're parasites. They're literally parasites. And this is why I have no shame putting myself first, putting my health first, putting my money first in my personal life. This is why in the real world, I don't even try to assimilate. I don't even try to overlook certain things. Like if a person's a liar, if a person is phony, if a person is a narcissist, if a person gets high off of people's pain, I do not associate. I'm not going to associate because that means that that you at your core are not a good human being. And I'm a good human being at my core. And so I'm not going to try to even see the craziness that you're seeing because what you're seeing is narcissism. What you're seeing is gaslighting. What you're seeing is wanting to push people down, oppress people, make them feel bad about themselves for no reason. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. And honestly, going into next year, I'm just like, you know what? If I don't talk to certain people and they're on my Instagram or they're on my whatever, I'm unfollowing you. Like I don't do fake. If I don't talk to you in real life, why are we having any kind of like I don't do fake. I don't do fake. And if the world doesn't like that I don't want to play house and be fake and all of it, I could never be that person. I could never be that person that's not real, inside and out. I don't get down like that. I do not get down like that. I don't. There's even some celebrities that I have covered that I know are assholes of people. They're assholes, right? And even then, I would never want to see them be crying in court or getting arrested or filing for divorce. Even then, I would not want to see certain people going through shit. But no, if the tables turn, oh, they get the popcorn and butter. If the tables turn, they get popcorn and butter. They laugh about it, and so that's why I be saying, that people don't need to know everything. You tell people what you want to tell them. Like, I tell you guys what I think is appropriate at a limit. But once I hit that limit, I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to give ammo to snakes. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not how I operate. And it sucks, It sucks to feel like, it really does suck to feel like you live in a world full of people that want to see you not succeed, that want to see you unhealthy, that want to see you crying your eyes out, that want to see you, like, it could even be people that are the closest to you, the closest people to you that you think really, really should give a damn about you. They don't. If you were in a bad situation tomorrow, they sit there and laugh, they'll flip their hair, they show off on you. Because why? They're not, because because people inherently are not good people. Like, and I've been in history classes, I've learned certain information about, civilization. And anytime I would hear people say that most people are inherently good, I knew they were lying. I knew that they were lying, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that most people are inherently good. They're inherently evil. That's the reality. Just like the God that these people are serving or whatever. If there is a God, the God ain't loving, that's for sure. Because then the world would not be in this condition. So no, like, that ish really just made me feel like, you know what? People stay showing like what they really are, man. People stay showing how they really want most people to live. They really want most people out here to be struggling, to be down, to be bewildered. And that's crazy to me, because I cannot like somebody because they're fake. I cannot like somebody because I know at their core they're a devious human being, but I'm not going to go out of my way to expend my energy that I have, my precious energy that I have, to then turn to that person and say, I hope you do bad in life. I hope that you're poor. I hope, like, I would never do that. I would never do that. But most people out here, they would do that. They would. Gotta find this knife. So, unfortunately, that philosophy, that philosophy in life about most people being inherently good, I no longer believe it. I no longer believe it. I really do not think that most people are good at their core. I really don't. Because time and time again, I've seen little comments. I've even received certain comments from people on and offline that to this day sticks with me, and I'm in the process of unsticking it, because I'm like, these people don't even know me from a hole in the wall, and they have the audacity to try to insult me. Maybe they don't feel they're insulting me, but like, it insulted me. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not showing no love to people that are not showing no love to me. I'm not gonna, I'm not even like, I don't want to say that I'm gonna return the like to return being rude, but I'm gonna check it. You know what I'm saying? Like moving forward into next year, like I'm going to check it because it's like, who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? It's like who are you treating like this? Like you're not treating me like that. Like you obviously got the wrong person because I love myself and I care about myself too much to have you play in my face. Like to have you play in my face, no ma'am, no sir. So that Cardi situation really just, I really feel like really just kind of solidified like the shit that I've gone through, the shit that I've seen, like in general. Like people do like that. People want to see you down bad. People want to see you crying. People want to see you having you know, like issues, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes them feel better. But like that's not how good human beings should behave. Good human beings should know when is a time and a place, and they should have facts to back up why they're doing what they're doing, and they should be able to be decent people. And like truth be told, I do not feel like most people are decent people. I feel like most people, they have this secret vendetta. They have these ways about them that they get high off of people's downfall. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen. So no, I ain't giving nobody that. I ain't giving nobody that. And, you know, I'm so happy that like I've evolved past certain things with social media, with people, with the world in general. This world is fake. This world is fake. The people in it are fake and phony. And like it's rare that I actually see or meet people that I feel are like genuinely good people. Like if I'm being honest, there's only certain people that I really feel like in general that are like decent to their core. They don't have vendettas, they don't have agendas, they don't have this secret competition with me or with other people. Like it's rare. It's rare. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not about that. And so that's how I feel in general. I feel like social media is cool and it's created, you know, this other world and connectivity and business and all this. Yeah, whatever. Okay. But like if I've never talked to you in real life, like if you never talked to me in real life, I'm not going to take you seriously. Like if you claim you know me or you love me or you talk to me, but like you actually have never put in real effort to get to know me or to respect me or to talk to me, I'm not going to take you seriously. And like that is just like the final straw for me and how I feel about human nature and people in general. It's like if you've never actually had a real conversation with me in real life, I'm not taking you seriously. If only you've known me through a screen and like you've had the opportunity to actually talk to me in real life and you haven't, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Like I'm not gonna take it seriously because then therefore it means that like there's no real basis. There's no real then for a basis as to our association, our association. You know what I'm saying? So with Instagram, for example, like with Instagram, thinking of doing a second Instagram and like people I actually talk to in real life and like I actually know, okay. But like people that like I've never talked to and like they follow me or whatever, it's like if it's from like the internet, okay, that's different. But I'm saying like in real life, like if I have not spoken to you in like 5 years or a year or whatever, I'm going to unfollow you. Like I'm gonna unfollow these people on Instagram because I'm like, why are you even following me? If you're not really like if you're not supporting me, you're not important to me. And if I'm not supporting you and we don't have anything in common, then why the fuck are you around me? Like that's how I feel today. Like I took yesterday off. I thought about everything. You know, and today I'm just like, you know what? Like this fake ass world, I'm over it. I can't take it. Like I can't take the fakeness. I can't take the antics. I can't take the energy of secret comparison, because I feel that a lot. I feel like a lot of times there's like these people that are trying to like compete with me or compare themselves to me, and I feel like it's not genuine. I feel like it's just people trying to scope out something. That's how I feel, you know? And I know that. And I've always felt that way. I've always realized that, okay, I can sense, like me personally, like getting off the Cardi B topic for a little bit, like I can sense when somebody genuinely like wants the best for me, and I can also sense when I feel like a person is just trying to laugh at me or trying to find something to laugh at, you know? And all the shit that I've been through with like in general, like on and offline, it's only made me stronger. Like it's only made me stronger, and it's only like re-solidified like all the things I observe about other individuals, like just kind of confirms that, okay, there's not too many good people in this world. You know, there's not many, unfortunately. And I can put on everything that I'd rather be a person that is at peace and happy alone than be in a sea of fake people, and then be around people or talk to people or even try to, like in a societal context, like try to fit in. Like I don't desire that. I've never desired to fit in. I've never desired to be in a clique. I've never desired to try to change myself for other individuals. You know, that's why I can be on my live right now and not have a crowd of people and still talk and pop my shit. Why? Because that's me. And I stay true to that. And I'm not going to switch up what I do. I'm not going to switch up who I am to appease other people. If I have opinions that people don't like or don't see or whatever, or don't acknowledge, I don't care anymore. It's like, this is me. You know, this is a player one mode. You know, in this life, the only person who can hear every thought, think every thought, feel every feeling of your being, of yourself, is yourself. No one is going to know you better than you. No one is going to know you better than you. And so I wouldn't say that real people are alone in that way, but they are singled out, and they're not going to associate most people because most people do not have good intentions. And that's just the reality. Like, you know, like I question a lot of shit. Unfortunately, guys, the world has trained me to think that way. That like anybody that I come in contact with, I'm always thinking like, okay, why are they talking to me? Uh, why, what is the goal? Because that's how I feel. I feel like, okay, if it's genuine, all right, I'll feel it. If it's not genuine, I won't feel it. And that's that. And I'm not going to try to make excuses for it anymore. Like I feel like I've lived enough life where I've overlooked some things, I've overlooked certain things and I've bit my tongue, but I just feel like moving forward in my life and what I observe in society is like, no, I'm not gonna be fake. I'm not gonna be fake. If I don't like a person, I don't like them. If I don't feel like they have like a good heart or the best intention for me, if it's on a personal level, I'm not gonna be smiling in anybody's face that I feel will stab me in the back. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. And I don't want nothing from nobody that don't have pure intentions for me. I don't want it. And that's really how I feel. And so I know it's retrograde, Mercury retrograde. I know we had a new moon. I know we had a full moon. I know we've been having a busy astrological transit season. I get all that, yada, 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 yada. I get all that. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, there is repeated things that I see happening with war, with celebrities, personal. Like I'm observing people's behavior and I'm like, wow, people are really shit. Like, wow, people really suck. And that's unfortunate because I've not always had that perspective. I've never really always had the perspective that most people are not good people. I've never really felt that way, you know what I'm saying? But like of recent, I'm like, you know what? They're operating from a perspective of dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously they're operating from a basis of dog eat dog. And I'm not. You know, what I'm operating off of is abundance, but there's more than enough for everybody. But obviously, clearly, most people are not operating from that space. They're operating from a space of dog eat dog, squish you under my thumb, control you, dominate you, spit on you. And that's disgusting. And so, you know, that's the reality of the world. Okay, I've accepted it. The reality of the world is that a lot of people are in hyper survival mode. They're stuck in ego. You know, they're not conscious of how they think, how they behave, how they talk to people. And us good-hearted people, us pure-hearted people, us real people, we have to observe that shit and we have to be tough enough and strong enough to live in a world full of haters. That's the reality. That's the reality, guys. So I've accepted it. And I mean this with everything in me. Just like how they're laughing at Cardi's pain, they'll laugh at yours and they would laugh at mine. Majority of the world, they want to see people down. They want to see people down, and that's sad to me because I don't operate like that. I really don't. I can have somebody do me so wrong and so dirty and betray me and backstab me and all types of shit. And in the back of my head, I'm still gonna say, well, that person has free will. That person has free agency to control their destiny, to control their future, to control their choices and their actions. And so I hope for their sake that they do the right thing for themselves. That's how I think. And, you know, I saw a quote on Twitter that was saying how, you know, you're pure, you're real, and you can't find that in other people. Like, you're not in other people. And like a lot of things, like I'm telling you, it's like a full circle moment, guys. It's a full circle for me. Like a lot of things that I be hearing people say, like over the years about, you know, family, about society, is clicking. Like now, like at my age, like with what I've gone through my life, like what I've observed, I'm like, it's clicking for me. It's really making sense. And they weren't lying, you know what I'm saying? They were not lying. Like a lot of times it's strangers. A lot of times it's strangers and people you don't even know that want to see you succeed and that really want you to be happy. And it be people that you think are supposed to be close to you that in reality, they're haters. They don't really know you. They don't really appreciate you. And they're the people that don't want you to do well. And that is true. You know, I've always heard people say that. But like it's really like clicked for me that okay, like this is the reality, you know, this is a reality of the world we live in. And it's probably not going to change anytime soon because people are too far gone in their ego, you know, they're too far gone. So for them to be a pure-hearted individual, chances are it's not going to happen, you know, chances are it's not going to happen. So because I feel like this fake world and the fake people in it, you know, majority, like they want to see you do bad. Because of that, I'm going to purposely do good. I'm going to purposely put myself first. I'm going to purposely stand in my intuition, stand in my gut feeling, stand in what I feel because, you know, I don't unlike other people, I don't have to have nobody confirm anything for me. You know what I'm saying? I am not the kind of intuitive or the kind of person where I need to go to 5 other people and ask a friend, "What do you think about this?" Wink, wink, nod, nod. No, I'm not the kind of person. I am not the kind of person. If I get a hunch deep core feeling about somebody or something or a situation, and I peep it and I peep it more than once, and I don't think something's kosher, I'm not gonna second guess myself because I've been too right too many times. 100% of the time, I have been too right. I have been too right. So if my gut feeling says to me, this person's a snake, don't trust them. This person's trying to compete with you, don't trust them. This person is wishing you bad luck, ill will, doesn't want you to have a healthy love life. I'm gonna trust that feeling. I'm gonna trust it, and I'm not going to waver on it because it's always right. It's always right. And, it doesn't even take confirmation per se for me to know, to look at somebody or look at a situation and say, something's off. This is, something's not right here. It doesn't take me long, guys. It doesn't take me long. In fact, I can meet a person. Like with me, I can literally meet a person. I can scan their energy and I could tell what their personality is like. I can tell what their interests are. I could tell if their intentions are pure or not. Within 10 seconds, I could tell. Within 10 seconds, I can tell in person and not in person, but I'm saying in the real world, right? Off the internet, I can in person, I can scan a person's energy and I know exactly where they're coming from. And that's real shit. And so guess what? I am going to use, moving forward in my life, going to 2024, I'm going to use that to my advantage because I feel like too many people on this planet play in people's faces, like evidently, like think people are idiots, like straight up, like think that people don't have spiritual guidance, don't have certain knowledge that they have. And that's exactly why, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly why they want to ban all this stuff and silence people and take down videos and take down this and take down that because they know that people are catching on. You see what I'm saying? They're peeping what's really going on in this world, and they're trying so hard to cover it up. They're trying super hard to put it under the rug. But guess what? There's a lot of people, there's chosen ones out here, more specifically, that will not allow that to happen, and are going to keep taking up that rug to expose it every single time. And the fake people and the phony people of this world will keep saying, no, cover it up, cover it up, cover it up. And the real people will keep saying, nope, take off the cover, take off the rug, expose it, like take off the mask, and that's the difference. That is the key difference between real people and fake people. The fake people, they want things to be as usual, as business, as normal, and they put a cover over it and will say, don't look over here, don't look over here, everything is fine. But the real people are the ones who will say, okay, let's take a closer look at this because something doesn't seem right. And that's why I'm telling y'all, I'm sad to report to you all that we live in a world full of liars, full of people who want to live like that. They want to cover the truth. They don't want you to have free agency over your thoughts, over your body, over your choices. They want to keep us controlled. That's what it is. That's what it is, guys. So I've accepted it, I've accepted the world that I live in and the people in it. And so guess what? I'm going to move accordingly. I'm going to move accordingly. It's all good. It's fine. But I ain't going to ever claim that I know nobody that I don't know in real life. And I ain't going to take up for nobody or no bitch that I don't fucking know on a personal, decent level. If I ain't never talked to you in real life, you don't really know me. You see what I'm saying? If we ain't had no real interaction and you try to buddy up next to me, I don't know you like that. I don't know what you're working with. I don't know what angle that you're trying to approach me with. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm not. I'm going to treat you with respect, a little bit of respect up front. But if I see anything I don't like, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. And that's just really how I feel. Like I cannot fake how I feel. Unlike other losers out here that want to be fake and phony, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So, if I feel like something's not legit, it's not legit. And I'm not gonna sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, it's legit." Yeah. No, that's not how I operate. So just know, for future reference, any associations I got on a real level, like, they have to be real. They have to be real, really, really good people. Like, when I say really good people, I mean like really good people. They can't just be half-ass, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, they gotta be all the way real Gucci. And I ain't got no problems with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, even in my like the real world, like, I've never had a problem calling a person out. I've never had an issue saying to somebody's face that, you're fake. You know what I'm saying? I've never had it. I don't want to get to that point, but like, if I see it, it's like, okay, I'm not going to try to convince myself differently. I'm not going to wear rose tinted glasses and try to see what is not there. I don't operate like that. I don't operate like that. If I see something that feels off, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, aka, a funny metaphor. It's a duck, and that's it. And I got what I need to get, got the information. I see how you're moving. I'm gonna act accordingly. That's it. So, Cardi B, I know Cardi B's not gonna see this video because I don't know how she would see this video, but I'm gonna use what happened to her. I'm gonna use what happened to her as an example. People will laugh at your pain. People will laugh at things that hurt you to your core, and they'll make a mockery of it because why? They don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you succeed. And because they don't want to see you succeed and they don't want to see you prosper, you have to go 10 times harder. You got to put your fucking foot on their neck. You got to prove to yourself and nobody else what is your birthright and what belongs to you. That's the message. That's the point.